Learning English doesn't have to feel like a chore. When you learn through stories, you understand words without translating them, feel grammar without needing rules, and remember phrases because they're tied to real emotions. That's the power of story-based learning. It's fun, it's natural, and it sticks. If you're enjoying this method, hit the like button, subscribe to True English, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss a chance to learn in the most exciting way possible. Now get ready, because today's story is full of energy, color, and a little bit of panic. It's about a guy named Daniel who traveled to Morocco with a friend and learned that getting lost is sometimes the best way to find a deeper lesson. Daniel had always dreamed of visiting Marrakesh. He had seen the photos, the lanterns, the narrow alleys, the spice markets, and the glowing orange light that made everything look like a movie scene. So when his friend Lucas suggested a trip to Morocco, Daniel was all in. They landed in Marrakesh on a warm evening. The air was filled with the smell of grilled meat, fresh mint, and smoke from street food stalls. As they walked into the city, Daniel felt like he was stepping into another world. The sounds of drums, voices, and distant laughter echoed through the air. That night, they decided to explore the famous Jima El Fna, the main square and night market. It was a place that never slept. Crowds moved like rivers. There were snake charmers, storytellers, men selling colorful scarves, women offering henna tattoos, and food stands cooking things Daniel couldn't even name. The lights were soft and golden. Smoke curled into the sky. The ground was uneven. The energy was wild. Daniel and Lucas moved through the crowds, sometimes walking together, sometimes drifting apart to check out something interesting. At one point, Lucas went to buy tea from a stall, while Daniel stopped to admire a table full of lanterns. When Daniel turned around, Lucas was gone. He wasn't worried at first. He looked to the right, then to the left. He walked in the direction he thought Lucas had gone. But after 10 minutes, he realized he couldn't see him anywhere. He called out his name, but the noise of the market swallowed his voice. He took out his phone. No signal. He walked in circles, looking for familiar faces. But everyone around him was new. He didn't speak the local language, and it felt like every turn led to another row of stalls. Every alley looked like the last one. Panic started to grow. He tried to stay calm. He reminded himself that Lucas was probably doing the same thing, looking for him somewhere nearby. He climbed a small step and stood near a fruit cart, scanning the crowd from a higher point. No sign of Lucas. Minutes felt longer now. Daniel remembered the last thing they had talked about, trying grilled sardines. He headed toward the food stalls. The smoke was thicker here, the smell stronger. He squeezed between people, dodged a kid on a bike, and passed a man juggling oranges. No luck. He sat down on a wooden bench next to an old musician playing a string instrument. The music was slow and deep. Daniel stared ahead, trying to decide what to do next. Then he felt something, a hand on his shoulder. He turned, and there was Lucas, holding a cup of mint tea and smiling like nothing had happened. Daniel laughed, a bit too loudly. He wasn't angry, just relieved. Later, over a plate of spicy lamb and flatbread, they shared their versions of what happened. Lucas had thought Daniel was following him. When he turned around, Daniel was gone. He also had no signal. He had tried to retrace their steps. Finally, he had returned to the last place they had stopped, hoping Daniel would do the same. Daniel realized something that night. He learned that even in the chaos of a night market, people can find each other again. But more importantly, he learned to slow down, stay present, and make better plans, like choosing a meeting spot next time. He also noticed how much he had paid attention to his surroundings because of the stress. The sound of the drums, the smell of the spices, the way the crowd moved. All those details were sharper because his senses had gone into overdrive. It made the whole experience more vivid. And that, strangely enough, helped him remember new English words and expressions when he described the night to others. You probably did the same just now, without even noticing it. You picked up real English like the crowd moved like rivers. The market swallowed his voice, and his senses went into overdrive. You understood them without needing a dictionary because they were part of a story that pulled you in. That's why learning through stories works. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to True English, and hit the bell so you never miss an episode. And now it's your turn. Have you ever been separated from a friend in a foreign place? What did you do? Tell us in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story.